live on my Facebook, and there we go. So there's no changes in any of the audio right now, right?
I don't. Yeah, I still hear you, Claire.
Yeah, we can hear you. That's been
Yeah,
fun.
that's good. Okay. And let's bring in everybody. There.
Excuse
and
me.
there. Okay.
We haven't
All the
tested.
audio.
The only one we haven't tested is Rena.
Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering if Dominic, maybe he just joins.
I don't have Rena in the, yeah, because she's not in the green room yet.
No.
So is she
Can
having
you-
trouble connecting?
She hadn't downloaded. She's on a different laptop and it didn't have Chrome on it, and she's just, just putting Chrome on now.
Got it.
So Denise said he was almost there.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask Rena if she can actually go and watch this, or if any of you have your phone, go to Facebook right now and see if you're seeing what this looks like.
I have a question. Why it seems, or maybe it's just on my screen, but it seems like just my name is showing up as the constant banner.
Oh, I haven't taken it out.
Oh, I see.
I'll take it out here. There.
Okay.
Now everybody's name is in.
Yes.
And that goes in automatically. But
For some
why
reason,
is that?
Carrie, I can't. Can I? It's under your Facebook.
Yeah, the inner circle. It should be there. I know maybe why it isn't showing up. I didn't create a link on Facebook. Maybe that, but it still should be there. I should have added in YouTube as well. Yeah, that's very odd because the second we usually go live, all of a sudden the numbers start to jump and people are wanting to see what we're up to.
I don't see
You
it.
got
on here.
earbuds, Rena.
I do.
You got them with you.
Yep.
Put them on and connect them
Okay.
now.
I just pulled up your Facebook and
It's not there.
no, I don't see it. It's under
The inner circle with Carrie Doll. Maybe I needed to put it. It's probably, you know what I might have done? It could be on my private. That I did that on purpose because last time people were watching and listening, and so it could be on my page that's private, and you can't view it unless you're subscribed. That could be it. Guys,
Oh,
just
you know what?
someone write a comment, and I'm going to test that as well. Oh, there you go. Okay, join the inner circle. Let me see here. Okay.
So I just sent a thing that says try to join.
Yeah.
The inner circle with Carrie Doll. So it just says pending. So you have to be a member of it in order to see it on your page.
That's what I'm thinking is happening.
So the YouTube might, because you do it on YouTube. Do you just do it on the Facebook or do you do it on YouTube as well?
I do it on YouTube. I do it on YouTube, but I didn't do it on this one. I didn't post it just because it was practice.
Mm-hmm. And were you able to upload the video or not yet? It won't go.
Not yet.
Okay. That's weird.
Oh, okay. There we go. Looks good on YouTube. There. Right?
Okay.
So it is on YouTube, and
Okay,
Cassidy
let me
must
go.
be watching.
I'll pull it up.
Guy said he looks like Spider-Man. Is that what's going on? Okay.
Yeah.
That's my personal account.
So Cassidy, you can see it on YouTube? Awesome.
Yeah, I don't have sound because obviously I'm hooked up to here, but it looks good.
Okay. Oh, somebody just joined. Who is it? There's Rena.
There we go.
I'm in.
Okay, finally we have Rena on board.
Perfect. Thank you.
No worries.
There you are.
You can hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
I can.
Yep.
Great.
Chief technician, there we are. Get you a chief hat.
I'm a chief.
Okay. Well, that all looks great. Melanie, you're happy with everything? Anybody had? Oh,
Whoa, what's that?
is she going to
Sorry.
the washroom?
No, that's
No.
Nidhi rolling a chair.
I'm just moving a chair.
I'm like,
Give me
keeping
You
up with
wanna
that.
spell
Does
her
sound like
first
that,
name,
doesn't
her
it?
last names, or what?
Yeah, Zosha's last name isn't on her.
Okay, but that's because when she registered, she didn't put it in. I have
Oh,
it
I can-
for the banner, so that's what it looks like.
I can
But
fix
when
it next time I sign in.
when she signs in, this is how it will appear. So when you actually sign in for the broadcast, make sure you use your first and last name. But then I will do that.
Cassidy, if you could as well add your full name. So I'm wondering, so Dominic, it's Dominic, right? You said? So he's
Yeah.
not there today. So he's probably going to be there when we do
That's you.
this. Should we, maybe he should sit with Cassidy and it can, although it won't, then you can't put his name up there, can you?
No.
We could do Cassidy and Dominic and sign in.
Yeah,
like
I
that.
can just put both of us in the banner if you want.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Then we just don't have to worry about another sound and that night and going, oh, we don't get him in.
Okay, I'll just let them know.
Okay. And when you go, before I forget, at the beginning, Carrie, where you put, I think you put Shapiro
voices
Lab,
and-
University of Alberta,
Oh, wow.
Edmonton. I just realized we should probably have Alberta Diabetes Institute in
Just a
that
minute.
wording.
Okay, I mean, okay. Looking.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What do you want
Shapiro
it to
Stem
say?
Cell, between laboratory and University of Alberta, we should put the Alberta Diabetes Institute there. University of Alberta, and then take out Edmonton because you've already said Edmonton.
Okay, so Shapiro Stem Cell Diabetes Laboratory, and you wanted Alberta Diabetes Institute?
Yeah. University of Alberta, and then you can just take out Edmonton.
Just a
Yep.
question. If I do this, does my video disappear?
Yep,
Yep.
Oh,
that's good. Just play around with it if you're trying to figure out. I said I have limits on. I can go into your mics and edit them, but oh, someone's working.
What was that? Sounded like the buzzer at an Oilers game when they
It
scored.
might be me. It might be me now. I was
it
pressing
did sound
some
like
buttons.
the Oilers game.
You know, it could be this.
No, it sounded kind of like a table saw or something.
No table saws
Or
today.
grinder.
No construction.
And hopefully,
Has it gone then?
yeah. And hopefully by November 26th, the renovations are done because that's going to be a key point that we're going to talk to about where the funding goes and that you've accelerated the amount of people and the new space added or the new material added.
It looks
okay.
amazing with all these faces on the screen.
It does.
Doesn't it? Nidish, I said to everyone, you have to make sure that when you're on, you're closer instead of back here and give me less headroom. Tilt your camera down, like how James says, yes. Even a little
Okay,
more. I
sure.
don't want to see the ceiling. I want to see you.
Perfect. Is that okay?
Now come closer. Little, yeah.
I want to see your
That's much
eyeballs.
better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody's
Sounds
kind of,
good.
and the same with you, Rena. You need to tilt your laptop down a little bit. Better. Yes. Rob's nailed it. Robert, I know, is just watching, but he's got a beautiful light fixture, but we don't need to see it. So you need to, you can
I'm
tilt your
seeing a
computer
lot
down.
of delay. I'm seeing a lot of delay in the people's talking and then their lips moving. Is everybody else seeing that, or?
I'm
It
seeing
wasn't
you have a
until
delay.
now, but yeah, I see a delay with me now. With your
I don't
device.
see it.
No, I don't either. Everyone's bang on
No.
here.
Yeah.
Which are you on UWS, Rena?
Yeah, she's on UWS. Yes.
And is
Rena,
she-
you have to unmute your mic. There you go.
You might need
Yeah,
to
I'm
do a
on
restart.
UW.
You might need to do a restart and also shut down Safari and anything else that's open. It shouldn't be,
Maybe that's what it is.
because you only just installed Chrome just now. And Nadish, you should
That's
probably
right.
make sure she's got the most up to date version of Chrome installed.
Yes,
So-
absolutely. I'll try
so-
back again.
So, Carrie, what I'm just thinking off the top of my head. So, each person's in their spot, and so when Zosha is going around, I really want to make sure that James is doing an introduction of who the team is, what they work on, that type of thing. Just some basics, like not a long, but just so everybody sees the team and sees what they do. That would be the main thing. The expectation, so that everybody's not panicking here, is we're not putting you on to have like this long, lengthy conversation. We just want to highlight all of you and show that who's actually doing the work.
And do keep in mind, even though James is coming around to introduce you, you can't talk on his mic. I would need to bring you in. Do you know when I'm into the broadcast? Because what will happen, you know what we just showed with Zosha and James, is that her mic was not picking him up. He's a far, far distant. So he can't do a live interview with you. That's the one limit of this technology, because it will hit the mic. I mean, I don't know, James, if you'd have to lean in pretty close to them for
But
your
if they're-
AirPods to pick.
What if both my mic and their mic are on?
Exactly what I was going to say. So, could we practice that?
Yeah, that'd be
Yes.
practice then.
As long as they don't leave their station, we could do that. So
Right.
why don't
I'm going to go.
Zosha-
I'm going to walk over to Zosha
okay,
Yeah.
and ask her a question.
and then
ask
go
her a
sit
question.
by Nadish and see what happens.
Sit
and
by
I'm gonna remove
Nadish.
So when
okay.
he walked over to me earlier, I muted myself, but we could try to not do that.
Go and talk to Nadish. Okay. Get that head in there, Nadish.
Hi, James.
Hello, Nadish.
I'm very well. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Good.
see, that does work.
Does it work?
Yeah, as long you have to stay, and I have to keep this shot up. That's the only way it works.
Do you also feel when we talk like I'm listening to like my voice from the earbuds, but I'm also
I feel like Nadish,
you know,
your voice
We are
is
going to
not
echo on
clear.
Nadish.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we're
I'm
too
hearing it.
close. Because my
Okay,
voice
so-
is going all the way from my mic and his mic.
Okay, so James, grab a chair if you can and get to the same level as Nadish, and let's see how close
Thanks,
we can be before
Yeah,
it's
I think-
echoey.
because when Dr. Shapiro speaks, it sounds clear. When Nadish speaks, it sounds like there's an echo. So I wonder if the answer is that you have a different microphone, Nadish. Because even when you're speaking alone without him next to you, it doesn't sound very crisp.
I mean, it's an Apple earbud, but it was not
Yeah.
that before. When I
It
was talking
was
alone,
a little
it was
bit,
not
yeah.
there. Now I feel it more since we both are close together.
There's
What were you on
Definitely an
before?
echo.
Just speaker.
On this one, earbuds.
Okay, keep going, Nadish, so I can hear like.
Yeah. So as I said, like I'm having double voice myself, right? So I don't really clearly understand the question or whoever is asking because my brain is processing
Yeah.
two things at the same time because I'm listening my own voice.
Yeah,
I
and
hear
it's
the-
echoey.
I hear what he hears.
James is
And in fact-
clear.
Yeah, but it's impossible to speak because as I'm speaking now, I'm hearing my voice come back in a delay of about
Yeah.
There you
tenth
go.
of a second through your thing.
Too close.
So it's
So I
it's gonna
think
interfere like that, and it
maybe
will
the
be very
answer
awful
is
during the conversation.
maybe the answer is that if somebody comes over, then
What?
the
Hold
other
on.
person
What if?
mutes themselves and puts
Yes,
themselves on,
exactly.
silences their laptop. Then we won't hear the audio from your laptop.
You won't hear the
Here we
question.
go. Can you still hear
Uh,
Nadish? Thumbs up or down?
I can hear that very
Oh my
clearly,
goodness.
but
That
I'm still having two different voices. My voice is doubling.
it is. Hey,
Your voice is
James,
doubling
come
now.
closer.
I can still hear the same thing.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, your audio
I'm
is
hearing
is
the voice
great,
doubling.
but you can hear him, right? And actually, Nadish, your audio is actually quite clear with the mic muted. It must be feeding off James's AirPods.
Speak. Say
I
something. Now.
believe so. Yeah. So I don't know what's happening, but I'm having my own voice doubled as well as when James speaks, his voice is also doubled in my
Yeah.
Just do me
ears.
to test something for one tiny second. Just so that I know.
Yeah.
Take that earbud out. So now it should be. Put it in the box or whatever you did. Now it should be.
Oh yeah, now it sounds much better if you just keep
It'll go
one
on
earbud
speaker,
in.
so I don't do that.
Yeah, but
No.
he's got delay.
Does he have one in right now?
Did you
He has
take them
none.
both out?
He took
He
them
took
both
both
out.
out.
Right?
I took both out. It's in the box again. Now you can hear that.
Oh,
It has
yeah.
a double voice.
It's the
right?
double. Yeah,
No,
that
It's
doesn't.
yeah.
coming up. So I'm
Take
unable
them
to-
both out. You won't be able to hear me, but James will be able to. Let's see how that works if he wants to talk to you. So let's say James does a quick interview. I won't ask any questions, but
Turn
if
that
I
volume
do,
down. Turn that volume way down. Yeah. Okay.
okay, your AirPods are away, Nadish.
Yeah, and his speaker is off now. Yeah, so he can't hear you, but I can hear you.
Yeah,
Actually, I can even do this. Put that in your
exactly.
ear.
Try that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Now you
you-
can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's exactly how it works. That's what I figured because now you're feeding off the same audio source, and it won't loop and it won't interfere. And
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
right.
good, if you want to talk to someone, James, and the key is you've got to, they have to mute their audio, put their AirPods away, just like Nadish did, and then you have to share your AirPods with whoever you're talking to. That's the only way I think it will work.
So
Yeah,
when
okay.
we were doing it, when we were walking around, I was also hearing the double. But then if I muted myself, I could still listen in without hearing double and speak into your microphone, which might work better because I can't take my
Yeah.
AirPods out if we're walking around. But that
No.
should work for everyone in theory.
In theory, but the only wild card is I don't know if it's different on your phone because you're on the phone and the
Maybe.
rest of us are on laptops. That could be the only thing that changes it that I can think of.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not
This
sure.
works out, doesn't it?
Yeah. it
You
does
want to
work.
try that, Zosha?
Understand. Yeah.
Which
And
part?
see
Sorry.
that you were talking about if you mute like what you were talking about, because this is working for Nadish and James,
Yeah.
but for him, he literally has to put his AirPods away if we do this.
Yeah. That's what we were doing when we were walking around. I was just muting myself and using his audio. I don't even think you noticed.
Let's try that.
What if we do this thing? If we both take that out and if we just go just on speaker, then
No,
it'll work.
because it's going to put your mic and speaker on a different system than my wireless.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Zosha, you're muted now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Oh,
can you
that's
still hear me?
yeah, I actually can.
I think this is what we were doing earlier. So
You
your
can
mic picks me up, and I'm muted, so I still hear her.
You can hear Zosha quite clearly.
Really clear.
Yeah, that's what we were doing. When we
And
walked
I
around.
can still
One
hear
mic-
James really well. Can I hear Nadish? Can I hear you? Give us a 10 count.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can hear you, but I don't know about you. How you hear me? So
You're picking that up off my mic then?
Yeah,
He
but
must
when
be.
he speaks, I hear him. Double.
Yeah.
But when you speak, it's clear. Are you muted?
I'm
Yeah.
completely out.
So I know, but
Yeah.
are you muted on here?
Yeah, I'm muted here.
Hmm.
So
Whatever
there's
you
some
guys
kind of
have done
Discord
is
feedback
working.
going on.
Totally.
Okay. Well, if it's working
I
on
believe
there, then
he's
that's all
far
that
away
matters.
from his device, pretty much.
We're still
So,
working. I mean, it's like I'm here.
Yeah,
It works.
we hear
Yeah.
clear.
Okay, perfect. So they can hear.
okay. All
Great.
right.
So as long
that
as
works
we're all
then.
muted, and if you're talking to one of us, we use your microphone.
So you and I could have a conversation.
Yeah. With my
Yeah.
camera, but I'm muted.
I'm hearing that.
And I can still
Right.
I
hear.
hear that.
So everybody stay muted. And when James and Zosha come to them, it's just using Zosha's phone and James's mic.
Yeah.
So it's just phone for the video, my mic for the sound.
And James, she'll just push you around in that chair so you're at the same height as everybody.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Do you still hear now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Try that again.
How that sounds now?
It sounds distant, but it's not bad.
How can it not be bad? I'm miles
I don't
away.
know. It's like-
How is it?
Go ahead. Both of you
It's
talk.
quite- yeah, it's loud and audible, clear.
Yes, it's great. What did you do?
Just move next to him with this.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
but did you put your AirPods back in, Adish?
I
No.
just put my earpod back in one ear and on two, but
Are you getting echo now?
I can hear echo a little bit. Yes, I
So
still
it's
there,
bearable.
but it's bearable. I can
Wow,
able to
okay.
understand and respond better compared to both earbuds in my ears, because then it's blocked and all I can see is like the feedback loop
Yes.
in my ears, right? But
Okay.
right now, if we are talking live, then I can clearly hear him as well as I can respond to you guys. Although there is a bit
Why did
2
I time-
microseconds delay in my
I
ear.
timed out over there. Can you still hear me now?
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Yep.
Something timed out on my. That's interesting. Let me just
Timed
go
out
back
on what?
on my
Because
laptop.
your
It's
no,
not
your
plugged into. It's not plugged into
your
power.
feed is great.
The feed's great, but maybe it's just because I haven't moved the mouse in a while.
Oh, it did time out. It was like it because you just popped in all of a sudden.
Yeah, you did.
Am I back in
Yeah.
again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that probably won't happen if I'm plugged into power, which I didn't bring power today. I will on the day.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Okay, so just for everyone's benefit, we'll do the same at the beginning of the show. I'm going to try. I just need a second on my own to figure out how to import that video. And once it's in, and then I can always loop that to this. It won't look. And then I
That
wonder
works.
if I can
That works.
And
So
then
instead-
go ahead.
So I was gonna say, so where that countdown of 30 seconds would be the PSA instead of the countdown, because it's a
Yes.
30-second PSA.
It's
So you
perfect.
introduce it, you play the video, and then we're in.
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
And so, as in previous years, everyone listening, I'm going to bring you all in case you have questions. Try to be in the green room by, I would say, 5:40, 6 o'clock start time again, Melanie.
Yeah, we're missing Zosha.
Where'd she go?
Who are we? And Rob.
Rob had to leave. He just sent me a private chat. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the broadcast day, then it is try to be in the virtual studio by, I would say, 5:40 at the latest, in case you have any questions, because those 20 minutes up to broadcast time go by super fast. And then we can test all the audio in the green room, make sure everything is working properly, that the signals are strong. And just remember for this broadcast, I think the biggest thing is just it's the world we live in. We want it to look real. That's like I love what Zosha's doing with Dr. Shapiro. This whole walk and talk, that's how we see the world through Instagram and social media. So to be able to duplicate that, it shouldn't be perfect. It should just be real. And the other thing I was telling a few of you, and I used to say this when I used to interview people back in the day on television, is you all are experts in your field. You understand this on a different level, like on a scientific level. But remember, people watching, and I used to tell James this all the time, they say the average, I hate to say it, education level of most viewers is a grade 7 level, especially dealing with your type of subject matter. You have to make it relatable to us. So you can use if you need to use scientific terms, do it, but then you got to explain what you're talking about. And analogies are always great things to use. Like something that just popped into my head is I remember, I don't know why, I remember interviewing a cancer researcher at the Cross one time, and she was telling me something very difficult. I think it was a blank look on my face. I'm like, no one's going to understand this. And she goes, let me illustrate this to you. These are like these little, she took some nuts and moved them around. These are the cells. And then these are the ones that are attacking them. This is the cancer. And so she did that. So when you're talking about things on that screen and you're saying they're died to this, give us something we can relate to, because that's where it will resonate and make it matter. Does that make sense? So you if you're going to use scientific terms, which you have to simplify it for us, or the majority of people are not going to understand what you're talking about.
I do wonder also if we're walking around and we have so many different stations in the lab of laptops with this as the screen. Mm-hmm. I think what I was fiddling with is I think on the laptops we could pull up like a picture or graph or whatever on the screen, so it's covering the stream. So if we walk around and we catch somebody's laptop, it doesn't look like they're watching this. It looks like they're working on something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't do that on a phone, but it won't matter because no one will see my phone screen.
Yeah. But then not everybody, only the people that are talking will be on the broadcast. Everyone else I've removed to the virtual green room. But
right. But when we walk around and we see the computer, so for example,
if you go to Cassidy, for example, right now.
Yeah, so if I go to Cassidy, it looks like Cassidy's watching this. But you can pull up, like even just switch to anything else, like open up a tab of, I don't know, anything. Yeah, right. And then you still see Cassidy, but we don't have to see
100%.
the screen.
Great point.
So I think maybe that's important so that it doesn't all look like we're all just staring at each other on a Zoom call.
And then this is going to seem like a very silly thing, but if you're in the lab, if you all have lab coats, so if you're wearing your lab coats, but if your shirt underneath, because it's World Diabetes Awareness Month, if you're wearing blue, that would be great. If you could be wearing blue that day underneath.
Yes, sounds great.
Perfect.
So you want white coats
with blue underneath, if you can.
Do you know, let me ask this question though, if I may, Melanie, do you usually work in lab coats?
Never.
You guys never have
rarely.
Your lab?
Well, rarely.
Then I wouldn't if you don't, I would say that's just my thoughts, Melanie, is that if they don't usually do that, then I wouldn't
worry about it. Then let's do blue. If you have blue shirt.
We do wear lab coats, but only during if we are doing experiments.
Like if we're working at the microscope, we don't necessarily. Like if we're working in the hood, then we're wearing the yellow, right?
Right. Okay, then let's just go with
we can just do lab coats, and just keep it consistent.
Whatever you think,
Yeah.
It certainly doesn't harm to wear lab coats. I believe it looks more professional and real.
I would just say maintain your normal. Whatever you do normally on a day-to-day basis, because I can talk about that and say what you're seeing is exactly what takes place in this lab every single day. So if someone is working at the hood and they are in the yellow garments, I can talk about that and just say, you'll notice that they are wearing this, because someone would notice that, a viewer And then if I can ask James that, or I can ask Zosha that. Why are they in the yellow garments? What purpose does that serve? Because it's really taking people into this lab and doing the broadcast from the lab is giving them a glimpse into your world. It's a world that they don't ever get to see. And even the most mundane things are interesting to people. What you guys might consider mundane, we find them very cool because we don't get to go in labs very often. Does that make sense?
Looks like, yeah.
I'm seeing a
Yep.
lot of blank faces.
You're muted, Rena. You're muted.
Yes.
Yep. I think it's good.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. So
I'm
just
muted.
stick to
I'm
lab
not muted.
coats.
What happened,
No,
guys?
you're all of a sudden.
I
I'm not
can't
sure.
hear you at all.
All
I
of
can
a
hear
sudden,
you because I see you, but I can't hear you on here.
all of a sudden you glitched, Carrie. I don't know if that's me or if you glitched for everybody.
You glitch for me. Yeah.
Okay, you glitched.
Oh, wow. I'm full strength here and I'm plugged in. Yeah, that's very odd. Am I still glitching?
You're delayed.
No.
You're. I can hear your sound, but for me, you're a little bit delayed. I don't know if anybody else.
No, it's
For me,
fine
it's
for me.
okay.
So there must be.
For
Okay,
me,
there. You're back.
Though. Yeah, okay.
You're back totally for me.
Okay. Everybody else?
Yeah, you guys. Rena,
That's why.
For me, it's
can we hear you?
Yeah, I was just saying for environmental health and safety reasons, we should wear lab coats. I mean, technically we should be wearing
Okay.
lab coats at all time, except for when we're at a computer desk. Then we're not supposed to wear lab coats. So
Okay.
I think we should wear the lab coats. So.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions?
Looks good. Thank you, everybody.
Looks very good. Yeah, very good.
Yep.
I
So,
have a question.
sure.
Okay.
So I'm just situated here beside the hood. But I usually work with cells, etc. Like, should I be wearing a yellow gown? I don't know what I should be wearing because I usually work with a lot of cells, and so I don't know what my role should be here.
So it really, I think that makes me ask you another question to you, James. Is that the right place for you, James? So you'll be sitting on that same place on the day, at the live broadcast, and everyone else, or we are still shuffling around? I mean, because otherwise there's no point of Heidi being sitting in the hood and do any kind of work because it's going to be very difficult to talk. And
No, I know. I
you-
realize that. I'm in a spot right by the hood. I mean, it probably looks good for the camera view because you see a good length of lab, and the camera can track me if I open a few things, if I got it on track. I take the point. If we have the secondary hood though, by the end of November.
If you switch places with Heidi, though, if you go to the other end, looking towards the hoods,
Oh,
no? Okay.
I could do that.
There's a
So
lot
you're
of the
looking
microphone and
towards-
everything that's set up on that desk there.
I just need this.
So-
I would just take this little desk with me then. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, and put it on the other end, and then you can see down.
If
This
it's okay
way,
to
I
move,
guess.
if it's okay to move up, I can do it.
Yeah.
So then, are you saying if James moves over there, if the other hoods are in? So are we saying we want Heidi to go where basically James is, and she's in a yellow lab coat, like yellow top, that or whatever lab coat? Then we're saying because that's what she generally does. Is that what you guys are saying?
If you want some action in the background, I don't know. Do you want
Well, I
action
wouldn't
in
be-
the background, or would that be too distracting?
I can't go in the hood.
No,
obviously.
no, because you got your laptop.
But yeah, but I could have like a reactor close to me and show the reactor. I don't know. Like
I like that. I
you
like
that.
I do.
Okay.
Carrie, sound good?
I think that each of you should be in your natural environment, like where you work and what you want to talk about, not placed in an area that normally you don't work in. So if James comes around to talk to you and Zosha, then you should be in an area that you generally work in or something that you want to talk about. So I think as a team,
I
you
don't
guys
know
should
that
figure out where the best placement is for each of you.
I don't know that that will work. Like, I think the way this lab is set up in here is not like individual workstations. Like, it's more thematic. Like, we have a microscope, we have a flow cytometer, we have the hoods, but all of us on a given day when this place is fully running are wandering around the place and working on different stations. So I think we set up these stations as kind of mock little environments. And maybe we all just wear lab coats for consistency and environmental services.
So Heidi, why don't you come and try and sit in the hood?
And then, because the other thing too, I think we'll have one of the hoods open probably, but then it will be loud, right?
can
Like if
still
we're
see
mock
these things.
pipetting in there.
Yep.
Can we do
still
that?
see
Can we
James.
pipette in there without the blower? Okay.
The other issue is how are you going to hear or see the screen, Heidi, if you're sitting onto the hood? Not
gonna
sure
try it.
if that's.
I don't think she's going to be in the hood.
Well, Heidi can hear through her AirPods, and she doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily need to
Yeah, but
see
you
the
can't see
screen
the
at all.
screen. Yeah,
But she doesn't
exactly.
need to see it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I could be standing I could be facing the hood like this.
But then, what's the point of wearing the gown and head, covering all of it? It's not if you're not working in the hood. That's what I mean.
I think you just wear the lab coat and
I think you just wear the lab
pipette in
coat.
there.
I'll just wear the lab coat, but I'll be sitting facing the hood so that they can kind of see what it looks like, right?
Well, we can, I think we can set up some things in there to just pipette back and forth. When we did that little not the press release, whatever that video was that we made, we were pipetting in the hoods and lab coats, so that should be fine.
That looks good. Like whatever you guys feel is the most appropriate background and setting and placement for each one of you. I mean, it all looks good what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, me too. You know what? And honestly, and so Zosha and James are going to walk around and talk to each of you anyways. So, she can show on the camera. But I like the idea of all the lab coats. To Rena's point, and I think you're going to be able to see things. So they're going to talk about it. So the thing is, Zosha can show what they're going to talk about, right? So if you're talking about the hood and Heidi's there, she can show the hood.
Yes.
And the bioreactors. So did I just see earlier when you opened the cooler, there's nothing happening with the little bioreactors in there right now?
Not right now. Well, we can put some in there.
Yeah, I was going to say. Oh, look, there's nothing happening. Everybody will be like, wait a minute. Last year there was 12 in there.
We're going to make it look like there is.
Okay, perfect. And I think it looks good. I think this is great. This is simplified, but
yeah.
Oh, look, I can wheel around now. Look.
That's what I said before. Well, you can just scooch around. Zosha could push you around on that.
You don't have to.
That's what residents are for.
Oops, I crashed into
something. Your skills, Zosha. I mean, you're just adding it right to your CV there.
Yeah.
I think that's good. Carrie, do you have anything else?
No, it's funny. I have this one viewer that's actually watching, and she's here. Max McDonald, and this is a few of her comments that she said showing the cells last time was neat. And then she said, how do we spread this to more people, more viewers, more people watch, spread it? So you got to write that when you post that on DRIFcan. K-Max, if you're listening to this right now, which I know you are, you got to post it on your own social media channels. Yeah. So write down those details and spread it to everybody.
And it's going to come on the DRIFcan site coming up soon. So it'll be the save the date plus the link to register with Eventbrite. So people can share that as well.
Yeah.
It'll be on all our socials.
Yeah. And as soon as you have, Melanie, that you've created the new imagery for promotion, you send that to me, and then I will post it on mine with the links and everything, but I can't do that till I have it.
Yep, totally. Okay, so then the other question just for everybody, Carrie, is you're going to send the actual link to me. I think you can't set it up till 7 days before?
No, I actually can't. The broadcast link, yes, you're right. But the actual link on Facebook or on YouTube is where you're going to watch it. And I've just learned as well that DRIFcan can now broadcast onto Instagram. Now I can't
Right.
because I'm the host. It would have to go to my site,
Yeah.
like and I'd put it on Carrie Doll Consulting.
Yeah.
And then you all can post on your own social media sites to watch that. So I'm going to try that as well to link it to everything I have going on.
Okay. So, but everybody that's going to be on the screen or in the green room when we come in, when will I be able to send everybody that link?
As soon as you create the imagery for me,
Oh,
that's updated.
It'll be the same link.
Yeah.
Because I thought there was a different link last time. I thought there was a link for the people that are in the green room and a link for the people who watch.
There is.
So the link for everybody who's going to be on the viewer, you're going to send that to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you create me the new imagery, I'll create it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then everybody on here, I will send it to you. The only email I don't have is Cassidy. So, Cassidy, if you send me an email, I'll add you to my link to make sure you have it.
Okay.
Okay.
I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Any other questions? Everybody's good?
Worked surprisingly well.
And, and I want to stress this too. If for some reason that if we're doing an interview or Zosha and James are wandering and let's say Nadish, the audio isn't working out exactly like you hoped, remember, this is not an NBC broadcast or something. It's okay to just say, I apologize. I'm getting feedback in my ear, everybody. I'm gonna sign off here and try to figure this out. And James, that can be your cue to walk away. And I always jump in and say, it's a live broadcast. Things like this happen. And I think people appreciate that because it's real, but don't be afraid to say that. I mean, if it's not working, it's not working. If we're getting feedback and James, you hear it, say, whoops, sorry, I'm getting feedback. I'm sure all of you are. I'm going to step away. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right.
Okay, everybody. Thanks very much.
Thanks. We'll see you
Thanks
in
for doing this,
a month.
Carrie and Melanie.
Oh gosh, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
You too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
Bye.